With the Amazon Great Indian Sale fast approaching, I figured it would make sense to just give you a quick buyer's guide for three of these earphones that I think are very popular. Now, of course, one of them is the fairly new OPPO Enco Air 5 Pro. One is the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro, and the other is the OnePlus Buds 4. Now, the Realme does have a newer iteration, the 8 Pro, but it is a little more expensive than these, so I thought I'd pair three of these together. Now, all of these do have a very nice finish to them. In fact, the OPPO Air 5 Pro and the OnePlus Buds 4, when I first saw them, I did think that they were going to be practically the same thing, but they are a bit different. For one, the OPPO case is slightly smaller, but they do have a very similar sort of look to them. The OPPO is a little more rounded around the edges. This is a bit flatter, so it stands up on a desk much better. But even when you open these up, these do have a very similar layout. So much so, in fact, I had to try this just to see. If you look, the OPPO earphone sits very comfortably within the OnePlus case, but the same does not go with the OnePlus earphone sitting in the OPPO. It just doesn't slot. It's too, I mean, the stem is a little bit thicker than that of the OPPO. So these two are very similar in their overall look. But comfort-wise, I think they're much the same. Both do have a sort of very comfortable feel in the ear. Ear tips are also nice and soft. They do have that inner meshing, of course, in the ear tip to keep any dirt and debris out, which is a cool thing I've seen BBK do for a little while. Moving on to the Realme Air 7 Pro, well, this has a different finish. This kind of has a leatherette finish on the case, if you can see that. And of course, it does have that mirror-like finish with the brand over there, which is quite cool. Same USB Type-C, you pop it open, you see the earphones. Now, the one thing I don't like about this is it does have this mirror-like finish on the stem. So it is susceptible to grease prints or fingerprints on it. So if you're particular about that, you might have to keep wiping it down. But yeah, even this on a build front and the ear tip front, it is pretty good. It is a comfortable set of earphones to wear. So all of these actually sit at a very good level in terms of overall build quality. Feature-wise, all of these do have some sort of app support. Now, the OnePlus will work very well with OnePlus phones, Realme with Realme phones, and OPPO with OPPO phones, no doubt. But if you are not using those specific phones, you will have to get the Hey Melody app specifically for the OnePlus earphones as well as the OPPO earphones. There is no native app for these earphones, of course. But the Realme does have its own native app. It's called the Realme Link app. Now, all of these will have, ANC controls on them. You'll have all sorts of spatial audio, things you can play around with, presets for audio tweaks you can do even your manual EQs with those, and so on. If you do want to know a lot more about these, I do go into a lot of detail in my in-depth reviews, which I will leave down below in case you do want to watch those, of course. But these all much have the same kind of features. In fact, all of these are technically owned by the same mother brand, BBK, of course. Now, all of them on an ANC front are very good performers. Some of them do have claimed better ANC than the others, but one thing I will say you have to keep in mind is when these brands do this testing across this certain spectrum, 4000 Hz or 5000 Hz of ANC, where it is able to perform well enough, the one frequency that's dipped the maximum, in some cases 45 dB, some cases 50, some cases 55, that is usually the number that these brands call out. These are the numbers that they'll say, this is the maximum ANC. It is not the maximum ANC, it cancels out across the spectrum. That is something to keep in mind. But I will say all of these are very good performers in terms of ANC. When it comes to ANC, all of these do have multiple microphones that help with the environmental noise cancelling when you are planning on taking phone calls. Again, I do have demos of these on the in-depth reviews. If you do want a separate video knowing how these are back to back, let me know. I will work on that very video of call performance. But moving on to the sound, I think the thing that's most important is the sound, because this is the one thing that you interact with throughout most of your earphones life anyway. So when I did get into this, in fact, when I did the review of the OPPO, I was a bit let down because I did feel that they've let go of what they used to be in terms of sound quality. But I will say that after doing A/B testing with the OnePlus and the Realme back-to-back, one thing has always stood true, I think, with OnePlus. They've always had the loudest sounding earphones and they've always been very bass enthusiastic. Now, I'm talking about the presets that these come with straight out of the box. The OnePlus Buds 4 is exactly that. It's the loudest here, it's the most bass enthusiastic, it's very forward sounding with its bass. It's not necessarily a tuning that I like, but I know a lot of people do like that, the way it sounds. And I will say that if you play around with the presets, I really do find myself liking the Serenade preset when it comes to the OnePlus Buds 4. It calms down in the bass frequencies and it just becomes cleaner and there is more clarity that is thrown at you. Now, it is definitely a lot of fun with the bass. It has a good amount of detail and resolution, but it's not the cleanest or clearest sounding earphones over here. That I will say the Realme is a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer. It is not as enthusiastic in the lower frequencies like the OnePlus is. These are the tunings straight out of the box, but like I mentioned, you can switch between the different EQ modes. And the Realme is surprisingly clean sounding. I think the previous iterations of the Realme earphones kind of were a little more distorted. This set of earphones has impressed me a little bit. So this is definitely a little cleaner sounding than the OnePlus Buds 4. And it's not that it's lacking in the bass. It is definitely bass enthusiastic, but it's not as big and in your face and bloated as the OnePlus Buds 4. Now, if you are looking for a set of earphones that definitely is an up over these two, that would go to the OPPO. In fact, I was very surprised to see how well it sort of it distinguished itself compared to the other two, because when I first did the independent review of this OPPO, it was not at all OPPO. It was, much on the louder side. It was more on the bass enthusiastic side, which OPPO has never done before. So I will say, compared to these other two sets of earphones, the OnePlus and the Realme, when you compare just these three and don't compare the OPPO to its previous iterations, this is a little bit tighter sounding in the low frequencies compared to the OnePlus. It is maybe not as loud as the OnePlus, but it is significantly louder than what it used to be, at least the previous generation of the Air 3 Pro that I had reviewed. There is an up on the volume, but in terms of clarity, it is again superior to the OnePlus and the Realme. It is cleaner, it is crisper, it is clearer in the high frequencies. Mids for vocals and instrumentation has better detailing compared to the other two earphones. So if you are listening to any classical music, or if you're watching a TV serial with dialogue, anything that demands clarity, where you want to hear what's being said or being played or being sung or whatever it is, the OPPO is the very clear, superior set of earphones amongst these three. So it's nice to see that OPPO is still kind of making that difference between the other two. But again, I will say that these differences you can only really tell if you really sit down and spend time and listen to these differences with A/B testing. Otherwise, it's not really something you can say, hey, I heard the OnePlus 2 days ago and I've heard the OPPO today. They sound the same. It's difficult to tell the differences until and unless you are sitting and doing A/B testing back to back with multiple songs, multiple genres of music. Only then can you really decipher the difference. So yeah, if you ask me, I would recommend the OPPO if clarity, detail and resolution is your main priority. If you are looking at a set of earphones where you want loudness and bass enthusiasm, I'll direct you straight towards the OnePlus Buds 4. The Realme is kind of the in-between. It'll get everything done. It's got good performance all around. Then again, all of these are very good with their ANC and so on. So anyway, if you do want to buy these, the most affordable set, ironically, of the lot is the OPPO. This goes for about 4,999. Now this is at the time of recording this video. The Realme, if I'm not mistaken, goes for about 5,499 and the OnePlus goes for about 6,499. And these are the prices right now, just before the sale is announced. So I will say that these prices could fluctuate. They could come a little lower. Even if they're the same, I would say that these are decent prices for these earphones. They are the latest in the market, of course. And if you can get your hands on them, I'd say that these are pretty good purchases. So there you have it. That's my quick buyer's guide for the Great Freedom Sale for these three earphones. And I do hope that this video has given you a better understanding for these earphones. And I do hope that it will help you make some sort of purchase decision. If you would like to help support the channel, I'm sure you know exactly how to. But of course, thank you for tuning in for some sound advice.